A really depressing scene involving Hughie from The Boys Season 4 is actually the precursor to the death of another significant character in the next season. In The Boys Season 4, Episode 5, Beware the Jabberwock, My Son, Hughie euthanizes his own father in one of the most heartbreaking scenes ever from Amazon's superhero series. After having a stroke, Hugh Campbell Sr. Simon Pegg got very ill. Hugh Sr. is given a dose of Compound V, which has major adverse effects but brings him back to consciousness. Hughie decides that allowing his father to die quietly is the most humane thing to do. Due to Hugh Sr's passing, Simon Pegg, a cast member of The Boys since Season 1, is among the very few original cast members who haven't survived to The Boys Season 5. Season 4 of The Boys serves as a sort of transitional year, setting the stage and arranging the pieces in anticipation of an epic clash. It is announced that the show will end with the upcoming season. In particular, Hughie's decision to take his father's life sets the stage for what is likely to be the greatest death in the entire narrative to occur in Season 5 of The Boys. Hugh Campbell Sr's passing is meant to do more than just bring viewers to tears. It also serves as a showcase for Hughie's personal development over the previous 4 seasons. In Beware the Jabberwock, My Son, Hugh Sr., who is gravely ill, recalls Hughie's childhood companion, Jar Jar, who developed a serious illness. Hughie was unable to let go of the creature, and Jar Jar met a grisly, painful end. The Boys demonstrates how far the main character has come since his Jar Jar days as Hughie assists his father in passing away. Hughie can now put his own father to death in the cause of honoring a person he loves, even if he was previously hesitant to let his cat go in peace. The finale of The Boys, Season 4, Episode 5, demonstrates Hughie's newly discovered emotional fortitude, maturity, and resolution. He is aware of the threat to defenseless bystanders and acknowledges that his father has changed. Hughie's apparent shift of perspective suggests that, in The Boys Season 5, he will be the one to murder Billy Butcher. Throughout Season 4, Butcher's insane behavior has gotten worse, including injecting himself with Compound V, brutally killing Ezekiel, and even amputating a scientist's limb. More significantly, Butcher still intends to eradicate Soupkind. In the original comic narrative The Boys by Garth Ennis, Hughie is the one who kills Butcher. In the last chapters, Butcher was about to exterminate the Soups when Hughie intervened to stop him. By then, Hughie was the last member of the Boys still alive, so nobody else could stop the raging Butcher. It should be mentioned, though, that Hughie didn't behave in such a dramatic manner until Butcher made up a story about having slain Hughie's parents. The Boys Season 5 will not benefit from that same plot. Now that both of Hughie's parents have made appearances in the TV series, Carl Urban's live-action Butcher is left without a clear way to incite his adopted brother to deadly fury. Hughie would instead have to come up with a personal motive for killing Butcher, which is exactly what Beware the Jabberwock, My Son, from The Boys Season 4 provides. Hugh Sr's passing teaches Hughie that when a loved one is too far gone, whether it be a cat, a dad, or a crowbar-wielding mentor with a poor British accent, death is the most compassionate option. As a result, Hughie no longer needs to be coerced into killing Butcher. The Boys' conclusion makes sense thematically only if Hughie kills Butcher. The relationship between the two is central to Amazon's adaptation, and Hughie from The Boys has often been compared to Butcher's adored late brother Lenny. Hughie is Butcher's moral compass following Becca's disappearance and death. He is the one person who can stop him from going too far in doing something evil. It is fitting that Hughie ends Butcher's suffering once and for all when he eventually reaches the point where there is no turning back. The Boys is a violent, gory, and visceral film that will ultimately culminate in a stunning display of blood and guts. That was one area where Hughie's attempt to subdue Butcher wouldn't quite work, leaving the only fitting conclusion being Butcher meeting his maker through Hughie's hand. Hughie started along the path to that same goal in Season 4 when he summoned the strength to take his father's life.